Why am I even doing this?
I'm so confused.
Hello, Met Travelers. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, fuck.
I wish I understood what happened in the last 30 seconds.
I'm crying.
Dotto was trying to make the announcement that it was session 90.
Benji stole it from me.
Oh, Benji's a bitch.
Well,
Benji stole it from me, and then I made one for and then Benji said they wouldn't even put it in.
Oh, Benji's a bitch.
So I'm talking about it now, so they have to put it in.
After you said words!
They also have to include the fact that they're a bitch.
we'll see. I'm pretty good at video editing now, guys.
Here's the
You
thing.
have
You could
improved
just be a YouTuber.
wildly.
Did you see my
And
cool
you'll
animated
recruit-
intro for the one shot?
No.
Ah,
Yes.
It was good. It
No,
was a
but
good
I'll have to
intro.
see it now.
I'll see
very
it on another
professional.
occasion.
We're very professional. Can you just leave it in? Can you just Benji? Can you just be cool?
we'll see.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, we just talked a lot. We did a lot of talking. You guys reincarnated Mallard, and that was kind of gross. But he's alive again, and he's a halfling now.
I lived, bitch.
Unfortunately, he lived, bitch.
Oh no, I was talking about Merritt.
Merritt lived, bitch. A lot of interviewing and interrogations went on with Mallard about many questions. Pencast, charm person. Right? That was the spell?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Pencast, charm person, and then did a bunch of talking, and they were friends. Probably. And then...
Backstory.
Noah did some talking and talked about himself a bit more than anyone else. And then, you decided that you were going to force Mallard to do something, but in the morning. And then Merritt woke up and we all caught him up to speed, and here we are. We all lived, bitch. Let me bring you back to the dark room. We're gonna go in the dark. Here's the dark. I'm gonna change the music. Don't even fucking worry. Boom. Oh god, it's two playlists at once. Okay, how's everyone going?
Pretty good.
No, not that one.
No.
So you were going to sleep. Adelaide was firmly sitting in front of Mallard, who was tied to the trunk of the tree. Which, by the way, I made an icon for him now that he has a face. There you
I
go.
was so hoping.
Feral little man.
Feral
Where's
little
his
man.
Stupid. Where is it? Where's his stupid face? There it is.
He's not great to look at.
No, not really.
That's what he looks like,
There he
though.
is.
Also, he's naked.
Also, he's completely naked. His dick is out. But you tied him to a tree, and Adelaide is watching him and has informed you that they won't sleep and they will watch him all night long. But we did not establish any amount of, I can hear an echo, turns or watches over the night. So who would like to take watches?
I'll put on a watch.
I
Only if it's a Rolex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can watch. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you have.
Merritt needs to go to sleep.
I'm sleepy.
I'll take third and last watch.
Noah, do you want to take a watch?
Hell yeah. I'll fucking take... I guess the same shit we did last time. I'll take second watch.
Cool. So, Reverence Noah Penn?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. Reverence, roll me a perception check.
I had my sheet up, and where did it go? Where do you think it went?
Where did you put it?
In the garbage, I guess.
Can you fish it
No.
out?
That's not where she
Yeah,
belongs.
I brought it. I got it. It's a little stinky, but
That's a little bit gross, but I'm glad you got it out.
also a bad roll.
You know. Um. So your friends go to sleep, and it's just you and Adelaide. Adelaide is not going to talk to you unless you talk to them. Do you talk to them?
No,
Yeah. That's fine.
I text Rizlan a bunch.
Yeah.
That's why you only rolled a 7.
Yeah. Those kids these days glued to their eye stones.
You're texting furiously.
She's getting really good at it.
Mallard is tied to the trunk of the tree, and you do witness him pass out. He falls asleep.
Good.
Um,
Take a nap.
Adelaide continues to keep watch, and your watch goes by fairly uneventful. And you notice nothing. And then he turns over.
I don't kick Noah this time.
Oh.
I just step on him a little gently.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Also, I'm pretty sure last time you just threw something at him.
Whatever. It's always violent. This time she's just gonna just be like, hey. Tap tap. With foot though.
With hoof,
With
though.
hoof. With hoof.
You see his eyes just fucking jolt open, per usual. And he sees your foot and goes, what the fuck are you doing?
Waking you.
You have a point, but why do you could just shake me like a normal person.
I could. Reverence walks away and sort of settles herself down to sleep.
Of course, okay, whatever. He sort of shakes Lilith a little bit.
Yeah, she chirps and picks herself up a little. But she looks a little sleepy. Her schedule, owl bears are nocturnal, and you've always got her on a diurnal schedule.
Yeah, oh, poor baby.
She's a little sleepy.
She's just a little sleepy.
A little sleepy. He kisses her on the forehead, pats her a bit.
Yeah.
And they watch. If Lilith dozes back off to sleep, he has no problem with that.
Give me a perception check.
Also, music has stopped for me.
Has it?
Me
Yes.
also.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of. I think it's still angry with the new changes they keep making.
There it is.
Have to find it. Thank you. Anyway.
So you also take watch. You are weary of the fact that you haven't moved camp, and this is where you saw the guards walk through. But you see no signs of light through the woods, and no one approaches you.
I did forget about that, and it would have been smart to move, but
Well, Noah will probably mention it in the morning, assuming they don't already plan to move. Which, I guess, really depends on how the Mallard situation goes. Fuck, there was something else I was gonna say.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Fuck, well, I guess I'll get back to that at some point. I don't remember how important it was.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. You didn't know. Yeah, I guess that's it then.
Yeah, you sleep through the night. You don't do that. You stay your watch.
Dave's watch, he jots down in his journal the special events of today.
Mhm.
Journaling. Maybe they'll bond over that one day. Could you imagine?
Does Reverence also journal?
Yeah, Reverence has had a journal for. I got it for a while ago.
Before
Yeah.
Secco, at least.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
been a
before-
while.
I remember.
I don't know how the fuck I don't remember this, but okay.
She
Noted.
journals all the time. You all see her writing in it, scribbling in downtime. Sometimes she looks at it like she's concentrating really, really hard, and then sometimes she looks at it like she's mildly saddened.
Yeah. Also, there's an echo.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
But that wasn't what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say earlier. Paint a picture for me. What's our camp, just in general, like? Do we have a campfire going on? Or are we just in the complete darkness? Just in the middle of the fucking woods?
Here, I can draw you the scenery. I think it's up to you guys if you want the campfire or not.
What's the weather like?
I mean, it's definitely getting colder. We're in fall.
Is anyone here a pussy? Is anyone here a pussy?
I.e. has a problem with the cold?
Yeah, because like, as far as safety goes, not having a fire to call attention to where we are in the woods would be best.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Noah at least wouldn't have a fire going, especially since I'm pretty sure all of us have dark vision.
I mean, it would be for warmth.
Yeah.
Merritt's not
So
fond
is
of the
anyone a
cold.
pussy?
Merritt's not fond of the cold, but also he's been knocked out for the past 24 or so hours, so he didn't get a say.
Is Penn just a tree?
No,
Yeah.
in the tree.
Pin tree.
Penn is tree. Thank you for the scenery.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it.
I would like everyone to know Bartleby is here. Played it.
Hello, Bartleby.
Hello, Bartleby. Roll your
Very good.
character while we discuss what's happening.
Bartleby, everyone has said hello to you and wishes for you to make a character. Do you understand?
I really wanted him.
Oh,
Did he
you
meow?
sweet little baby. No, he just like nudged my arm with his head
Oh,
and stretched his little
baby
paw out.
Baby.
Die for this creature.
But yeah, that's all I want to say, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
He does not talk to Mallard, or sorry, Adelaide.
Yeah,
Mallard's
neither.
asleep.
I mean-
Neither.
You could torture him and wake him up.
Uh,
I could do him.
he's got nothing to say to the little man.
Oh man.
Oh?
Oh, it was something like fell gently.
Bye.
Alright. Noah, your watch ends, and you. I don't know. Pen's in a tree.
Time to throw some rocks at Penn.
That's not very nice.
Well,
Very nice.
He pulls out his smart stone and just starts texting, "Hey Pen, hey Pen, hey Pen, hey Pen."
Yeah, Penn would wake up.
Yeah. It just goes until he sees Pen move. And as soon as Pen moves, he says, "It's your watch."
Penn says thanks and sends you a winky face. It's very confusing. They start their watch.
I don't think Penn understands emojis.
They just like the little smileys.
Yeah.
Little smileys.
They're just so many little smileys.
There's just so many.
So
Noah
much.
just sends a thumbs up. And goes to sleep.
Okay.
Don't bite me, Bartleby.
Oh, yes.
Sidebar. You didn't roll for Lilith, so I like to think she just fell back asleep.
She's just
Yeah.
sleepy.
Sleepy
So
baby.
sleepy. Oh boy.
Not great rolls tonight.
Oh my! You all rolled 4s.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, is something? Okay, is everything? Hey,
Yeah, roll
Chaka?
another d20 just to see. That is the number that we're gonna go with, though.
Yeah.
Chaka chaka.
Yeah.
I'm also going to
Yeah.
No, that
say
ain't
something
it.
because I'm
It's-
worried.
Yeah. No.
It's fine.
no, we're okay. It's just like
It's the
some
way of the
bad.
road.
The stars aligned.
Yeah, in a very shitty way. Anyway, so 9.
Everybody gets a 4.
The stars aligned into a fucking middle finger.
No, that's for a nat 1. Anyway,
3 nat 1s in a row by 3 people would have been pretty cool.
No,
no.
Would have been pretty cool. I'm just saying.
I think you
It would've been
misunderstand what
horrifying.
cool is.
I think it would have been pretty funny.
Chance gets it.
I would have cried.
There's no need to do that.
Only if we got ambushed would it be grounds for crying.
Well, then we wouldn't have known if we were going to get ambushed until it was too late. Anyway,
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's grounds for crying when we get fucking assaulted and didn't even see it.
Pen. You keep watch over your friends and Mallard.
and Duck.
You hear that? Adelaide's my friend, guys.
I mean, I would think that Pen would definitely consider them one.
Oh, absolutely.
They accepted their friendship bracelet.
And you watch the sun rise, and you're a bit distracted by things. Normally you would keep a pretty tight watch on stuff, but you know, it's been a long day and things are stressful right now. There's a man who got reincarnated, and you're thinking a lot about how that spell worked and seeing all those bodies in the dirt
Yeah.
with teeth. Pretty horrifying. So you're kind of distracted. And the morning comes, and none of you have been disturbed.
Suspicious.
Sick.
But not complaining.
So was that earlier about ambushes?
I was gonna. Have we ever been like disturbed on our campgrounds? Or, like had to fight someone? Other than occasionally like seeing shit coming.
I don't know. Don't fucking push our luck. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Shut your whore mouth. Shh.
Anyway, and we all wake up fine.
I mean, yeah.
No one dies?
No one's dead.
Died.
Merritt, you still don't feel very good, but you know, you're not
I'm
dead.
still- yeah,
You can take the exhaustion point away.
I already had, but I was gonna put it back if I had to.
Yeah. no,
Okay.
it's gone, but you're still definitely like, not great.
hmm
You take some rousing to wake up in the morning.
hmm
Reverence is extra diligent about her morning prayers. And it's gonna be for a little while.
Make a religion check.
Oh, fuck. She does this every morning.
She like sits and prays, right?
Yeah, she wakes up usually with the sun. Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god. I don't like that he just said okay.
Okay. just. Oh, just so nonchalantly,
That's the worst.
and is now quiet.
I am rather nervous. I could use luck. Should I use luck and just like
You're paranoid.
That's up to you.
I am paranoid. Okay.
don't know if he's.
I'm
I don't
not
know if
gonna
that
do
okay
it.
is the final roll.
I'm not gonna do it. It's fine. Okay.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing with your mornings?
Well, I was going to say this, and then I felt bad because the nat 1. But also, this could be a partial. Well, no.
What?
Merritt, like, starts to tap Reverence's shoulder and then, like, doesn't as she's praying proper.
I mean, you could be the reason I failed. Fuck.
But he, like, if there's anything caught in her hair after sleeping on the floor, he, like,
Oh, her hair's a
Yeah,
fucking wreck right now.
yeah. He notices.
You guys haven't lived in like a house in over a week.
Yeah.
And she
Oh.
got in a river and had to let it dry.
I feel like that's normal for like we're all kind of nature kids. That's
Homegirl
just
got
how
a
it
lot of
be.
hair though.
Yeah. No, this morning Noah goes over to Penn, asks, so, by any chance, do you have any more meat that hasn't gone bad yet?
Do I have any leftover meat from yesterday? Got any more snakes?
We got any more snake?
Did you give him to Hector?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no more meat today.
That's fine. I can do what we got. Just figured I'd add some on top. Thank you. He
We
goes
can get
over.
some more later. I'm sorry.
I mean,
And
some more also.
he starts up a small fire to cook up some sort of soup or stew with the vegetation that he got yesterday.
Who wants some stone soup?
Stone soup. I'm pretty sure.
Delicious.
I'm pretty sure the quote unquote tombstone thing he got.
Oh no! You're
I
gonna
should
boil
know
it?
that.
He's not gonna boil it. I'm just saying. I don't think that's what he'd use. It also got thrown into the woods by reference.
I did throw that into the woods. Thank you.
Roll survival.
All right. How crappy does he make this soup? Not terribly.
That's pretty good soup.
Some alright soup. But yeah, he makes that and passes it out to everybody. When he gets to Adelaide, he goes, so do you want...
So do you eat or...
And he like gestures towards the soup, like towards the soup towards her. There you go. Them. God, I can't believe I'm still having a problem with that. The fuck. Anyways, I'm sorry. But yeah, he kind of gestures the soup towards them.
They look up for the first time since yesterday. They look pretty much the same. They did look tired already.
Yeah.
And they kind of look at the soup for a second before shaking their head, and they say, good, thanks.
Okay, just figured I'd ask. So, like, how's this fucker been? What's his deal? Just...
He's still asleep.
He isn't dead, is he?
No.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Not that it'd be a complete issue if he was, but you know.
If he's asleep, does he have
Would be.
disadvantage on wisdom saving throws?
That is a lovely and good question.
I would say no, because it's the strength of your mind.
Dang.
But his mind is unconscious right
It's
now.
still physically there.
Here's
Not for long.
Here's the thing also. We already get advantage on sleeping targets physically. Because, again, ambushes. Ambushes exist. So,
After eating, before he wakes up, because fuck it. Well, I guess it'll probably wake him
Wow.
up. Touch. I'm gonna bestow a curse on him.
Okay.
so I'm not even sure if he deserved to sleep that long, but you know what? Yeah, this will be a way to wake him up.
I'm gonna bestow a little curse.
What's your
15.
he fails.
Ha!
Hey.
Cool. Then I'm gonna do Geese.
What are you cursing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm making him wisdom saving throws disadvantage.
Okay.
Or wisdom disadvantage. It's one ability score. And then I'm gonna Geese him.
Okay. Isn't that a saving throw?
Yes, that's why I did bestow curse.
So it wouldn't.
It
affect
wouldn't
it.
affect it. Yeah.
No,
Bestow
it
curse
says
does saving throws.
Uh,
Choose one ability score while curse the target has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws made with that ability score.
Okay.
you're right.
Wisdom.
You're right.
Okay. You just said it can only affect one, so I was double checking. Thank you.
yeah.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Yes.
It's a fail. I don't have to roll it.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So he wakes up after you touch him and just kind of gives you a look like, why the fuck are you touching me?
Yeah, she touches like his forehead to do this curse, and her little hand glows and it's cool looking. And then she mutters the shit for Geese. And the command will be hold on. I'm thinking of my wording. Answer all of my questions honestly and to your full ability. Okay? Is that good?
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Drop my phone.
In service of the truth.
And you said, answer all of my questions truthfully and to the...
Yes, honestly and to your fullest extent. Withhold nothing.
You didn't say withhold nothing.
I
And
did,
to your
but
full ability.
would've- I did say and to your full ability.
Just writing that down. Okay.
I'm getting Terraskew Meteor flashbacks. This isn't quite as dire, but still.
He frowns even more, and his eyes sort of get this glassy look to them. But he doesn't seem to be, like, blind or, like, physically distant. He is just... The eyes have a strange look to them.
Reverence turns her head and says, Noah, come over here. There you are.
We have a map. We move.
I forgot that we had a map. Hold
Yeah.
on. Where am I?
You're
I'm over
looking-
here.
You're looking at it, aren't you?
No. I was zoomed in on his face.
Ah. So, do I notice the eyes kind of glossed over?
It's slight, but I would say that you notice something's up.
So, like, what's
Listen.
the deal? Okay.
She turns back to Mallard. Tell us everything you know about Noah's son.
I need you to roll 5d10 psychic damage.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
I had a bad feeling about this. He'll probably just do that till he dies.
You can only be one per day.
Oh, one per day? Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Okay. You see his face physically contort as he looks like he's trying to keep his mouth closed and like he bites on his lips, and then this where you touched his forehead,
Mhm.
a small black circle appears, and he lets out a scream.
Reverence keeps.
spell you're working there.
She keeps fairly unaffected and just keeps looking at him. Answer me.
What do you want to know?
Everything you can possibly tell me about Noah's son.
I don't know much.
But you know something.
I don't
Speak it.
imagine you'd know a whole lot, but I know you have a little information that I want.
What, Noah? I have to ask him the questions because of the way I worded my command, like an idiot.
Mhm.
What is it that you need to know from him?
Well, I mean, everything he knows is nice, but mainly the
Well,
location.
I'm going to have to get specific because obviously he doesn't. As you can see, he's hurting himself with how much he's trying not to.
Yeah. Well, for starters, let's go with location, to which my son was traded off.
Reverence turns back to Mallard, Duckman, and says, "Where did you hand off his son?"
City on the coast, a little bit west from here. It's
What
called
is-
Clearwater.
How long ago was this?
I don't fully remember, but at least 4 years.
What do you know about the people you handed him to?
Almost nothing.
Almost.
I met with an agent. I saw their face for a few minutes. They didn't give me a name.
Ask him where he got the tip from.
Where did you
As-
get the tip? How did they contact you to begin with?
What were you gonna say, Noah?
Oh, pretty, Saren got it perfectly. Where did he get contacted from? Contacted him, well, that kind of shit. Yeah.
I'm on your wavelength.
Yeah.
He grimaces slightly, and you can tell he's still in like physical pain. And he says, he already knows who.
The fuck?
Enlighten us.
Noah goes, what the fuck do you mean? What?
Tell us who.
Let me make sure I've got my information all straight.
Just sort of look at all these spoilers for everyone. Where's Noah? There it is. Hello, details.
Let me just look at all my spoilers. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to do it like that. Can you just do it the cool way? Can you just let me look at it the normal and cool way? Hold on, sorry.
You're all good. Gives me
Also-
more time to think about stuff.
Noah, are you writing this information down? Is he got his journal open? Because if he doesn't,
would.
Reverence does.
He would. I'm not.
Okay, good, because Reverence is focusing. Okay, I'm writing it down because all of you are shitheads.
Correct.
I mean, unless I want to pull up my iCloud notes, but yeah.
I've got this nifty little notebook that our good friend Benji gave us.
Aw.
I have that too, but I can't write worth a fuck.
And I'm
Yeah,
taking
same.
motherfucking notes in it. Have y'all seen my handwriting?
No.
I
It's
guarantee
bad.
it's worse.
Look, all of
Doubt
us
it.
have awful handwriting. That's
We're
just
gay.
a
What
fact.
can you expect? Well, I'm
Can you all
excluding
fucking
Chance.
speak for yourselves? My handwriting is wonderful.
All right.
All right.
I mean, more or less we are. One of these days we'll have to do just like a comparison. Someone send a notebook, like just as a chain,
They're
just
just gonna mail it to each other.
yeah. And then it comes full circle back to whoever first sent it, and then we see the final tally. Who looks the worse?
We could also just take pictures of
That's true.
us all writing the same sentence.
But it's like
It costs so much less to not do that.
It does.
Yeah,
It
but
costs a lot
sentiment.
less. Sentiment is cute and I love it. But also money.
Made out
Postage.
of.
Bartleby's here to help me. He left for a little bit and he came back to help me interrogate this bastard.
Okay, what did you ask?
I told him I wanted names.
No, like, what did
Right.
you
Off.
I said he was like he already knows in regards to me asking where he got the information to meet these people. And I told him to enlighten me.
Omar's frowns and just says, Thogorn.
Mary looks over at Noah.
Can Delta say that again?
Thogorn.
Thalgorn.
Thogorn.
Thalgorn.
Thogorn.
Thou.
Oh.
That's
Did
not how
he?
you
Oh.
tell me. It's THAU.
Did I? Is that what? Oh, fuck. Whoopsie.
Okay, then I had it right the first time. Thou.
My bad. It's been a little while since I looked at that backstory. Um,
good.
Reverence turns her head back to Noah and says, "Does that mean anything to you?"
it means quite a lot. and he just kind of has this look of confusion, despair, and anger.
Ermins turns back to Mallard and says, "Do you have any information on why these people wanted his son?"
Oh, I think I already know that. And he's just kind of growling in his own thoughts. Noah goes to Mallard and says, "So, how is thou going these days? Or at least 4 years ago?"
He was, I don't know, fine.
Well, that sucks. After what I did to him, I was hoping to be
fine.
Don't write it like that.
I wrote it. Bartleby, do you have to sit on my notebook?
Yes, he is a cat.
Bartleby, get up. Nope. Come on, get up. Illegal.
Legality means nothing to cats. Anyway.
But Noah goes, "Well, that's a shame, considering I did leave the man for dead, but I suppose that's what I get for not finishing the job with my... So... Fuck. You just kind of see and hear Noah just under his breath just going, fuck.
Mallard frowns and says, "Well, as far as he knows, you were dead too."
So what he told you?
Didn't have to.
Noah goes, "Oh, he's gonna wish I was dead." And he has this kind of fucked up smile on his face.
Do you have anything else you need to ask him, Noah?
Not that it matters all too much, but it's always good to know if you do have this information. Who passed my son off to you? Where'd you acquire him?
The same man.
So you were holding him?
I don't know what he was doing with him.
No, I'm saying what you were doing with him.
I was passing him along.
Mm-hmm.
Middleman.
I see. Passing him along for what reasons?
But what do you mean?
Money? A favor? Some other reason? Why did you take part in this, is what I'm saying.
Favor called in.
He kind of gestures to Merritt, or that.
He says, known Thalia for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Would you happen to know about his recent whereabouts?
No clue.
When was the last contact you had with him?
He frowns. Can't recall.
Can I insight that?
If you want.
I guess I don't need to.
He's
'Cause
speaking
he's-
honestly to you.
Yeah.
Noah's been asking questions, and he has neither the robe of truth or a spell on him when he answers you, Noah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured that.
Okay. I'm gonna just reiterate some questions here. Thalgorn is the name of the man who both tipped you off and passed Noah's child to you.
There was no tipping. He told me to do it, and I did it.
Alright. He was the one who gave the commands. Does he think Noah is dead?
As far as I know.
What is the true reason that you did this for him?
Um. He says, I got plans, and let's just say they were moved along a little.
Ants.
He grins.
You had plans.
I've got plans.
What are those
Had
plans?
them before you choked on some damned rock.
What are your plans, Mallard?
I'm thinking.
Okay, sorry. I just didn't know if you didn't hear me.
No, I heard you.
DM calculating. I see the little loading bar. Anyway,
Um. You've seen the pretty green rock.
I have.
He shrugs.
What about the pretty green rock?
That was my plans.
do you want an arcane power?
Something like that.
What were you going to do with it?
It's already done.
What did you do with it?
Made a big rock.
Why?
That's a complicated answer.
We've got all morning.
You really don't.
The Reverend looks at Merritt and says, check the perimeter. Make sure we're still good.
Merritt, with the very cold fairy efficiency, goes and does that.
As Merritt walks off, Noah does a quick 2 whistles and points his finger in the air and makes a circle motion towards Lilith, and she gets up, and Noah points to Merritt, and she goes with him.
Both of you roll a perception check.
Well, I broke the curse. Don't worry, everyone. I rolled a 5. Anyway,
Thank God.
A step above.
Merritt, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
there's still an
Um,
ache in the back of my head, and it sucks.
Oh yeah, you've got a headache. Lilith. There are a lot of tracks around your campsite from all of you and from various things. But the ones that pick up your attention are the ones that go back to town.
Merritt, you hear Lilith just kind of start chirping a bit and pecking out the ground.
I assume I at least have the eyes to see this.
You see her chirping. I would say you do not understand her message, most likely, other than there's something she's found.
She's worried, and that's at least enough for me.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, Merritt does like sweep around, just like looking for any immediate movement, and continues, but like a little quicker and back around to the party. Yeah, I was kind of a little more anxiously looking around now, that kind of thing. Of like, okay, well, something's bothered Lilith, so this isn't great.
Yeah.
And he comes back and goes, I hadn't caught anything, but Lilith was worried about what I could not see.
Now that I think about it, like, I mean, not that this helps now, but like, whenever is partnered, buddied with Merritt, doesn't he have that, like, earring that...
Yes, but it only works once a day for an hour, so...
Okay. Wasn't sure about that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
There may be another time today that it
Maybe.
is necessary. If she was like really fluffed in anger, then
Yeah, but it really wasn't, like, terribly important, so that's
Yeah.
all good.
yeah, if she was just visibly distressed and like about to fight something, then we could talk about talking or fighting or so on. But
No,
Who knows?
she's
Mallard might start-
just slightly alerted to something.
Mhm.
It's all good.
both Merritt and Lilith got the like exclamation points above them, one after the other. Anyway.
Well, they're alert, so that's y'all are alert, so that's good. That helps.
But yeah, when Merritt goes back, he says as much as like, I didn't immediately catch anything, but Lilith was worried. I couldn't see over what, but Lilith was worried. Probably be best to ask whatever more important things we have of him, and send him back however we want.
Noah, can you think of anything else you need?
Hmm. What condition was my son in?
What condition was his son in?
He was alive and fine. But that was quite some time ago.
Do you have any information about his whereabouts now?
I got on a boat. Went west. I didn't ask.
She turns back to Noah. Is that enough for you?
When he said that son was alive and fine, at least. Even if it was 4 years ago, you see like a sigh of relief go over Noah. But he goes, other than that, no. I mean, not that they would keep the same ship for 4 years, maybe, but what did the ship look like by chance?
What was the name of the ship and what did it look like?
Didn't have a name that I could see. It was a small cargo ship.
Any flags? Colors?
No.
Okay. I think that's it.
I have
What
one
else? What do you have? That was to Merritt.
What was up with his weapon? It was not there with him. Not again.
How do you summon your weapon?
Just think about it.
How did you acquire that power?
Something about a higher means.
So I like to believe Merritt was doing kind of what I was doing, except rather than a coin, he was using the chess piece. That's the chess piece that he has. And as Mallard says that, he stops and just stares. No specific name on this higher being.
Does the higher being have a name?
Probably not.
What else can you tell me about the rock? The green one, specifically.
What do you want to know?
How does it work? What
Magic
is it for?
filtered in. Sort of changes it. And he smiles.
Is there a ley line over this city?
Close enough.
And Rowan, she might want to be the one to ask this, but how did you acquire power from it?
How did you get the crystal and how did you use it?
I didn't really use it. Well, other than, being near it, and I suppose in our little spat.
You mean trying to eat it?
He makes a face at you and says, yeah, I mean trying to eat it.
Not your finest moment.
We've all had bad days.
Yeah, happens to the
You
best of
had
us.
was
Noah
probably
chuckles a bit.
worse.
What was your question again, Reverence?
How did how did he get it? How did it come to be? And how was he using it?
Yeah.
Then you answered that.
He says, I made it with my own 2 hands and a bit of elbow grease.
Again, why? What was the perfect purpose?
Again, just a bit hard to explain.
Do your best.
It's got, let's just say, ever heard of contaminated water?
Mm-hmm.
A bit like that.
So you contaminated your city.
Bit like that.
How did it affect the people?
It hasn't yet.
Yeah.
How can we get rid of it?
You can't.
How far does it extend?
I'm not sure yet. Wasn't fully matured, but I think it'll do.
How can we stop it from getting further?
I do not know.
And what exactly was the point of you spreading it? I guess. Fuck, I can't. Reverence.
What was the point of you using it to contaminate? Air quotes.
Ask him if that higher being asked it of him. Lord's will, something.
Give him a second to answer first. Pry further if needed.
He says, you ever just do something for the sake of doing it?
Yes, but usually contaminating your own city and your own people, which, I mean, obviously, you don't give a fuck about anybody, I guess, but, like, usually you would think about doing something like that before you do it. I do get where you're coming from, but, you know, that's kind of a big thing to just, fuck it. You know?
He grins.
You are a piece of shit, huh?
So it was not an order from anything else. It was just you being a shithead.
I don't take orders, but I do collaborate.
Were you collaborating with anyone for this? Anything?
It takes an amount of collaboration to do what I've done to this place.
But you don't know a name.
I don't take names.
It seems that this town is more your playground than, well, your town.
This isn't my town, for starters. And I'm not doing this for play.
Hmm.
I got plans.
Well, those
A shame you
plans
won't live to
seem-
see them fulfilled.
Yeah. Seems like that's gone down the drain, but
I'm not too worried about it.
speaking of quote-unquote collaborations,
We don't need
I
anything else
know-
from him, do we?
hold on.
We do. A
Just
bit.
one moment. I'm just kind of curious. How's Dungle doing with his little pack? He's still eating it? I know I cut down quite a few, but I'm sure after this long he's rebuilt some.
Probably. I haven't talked to the man in a long time.
Did he still seem like big head honcho?
You've met him.
Yeah, I sure have, which I wish I didn't.
Just a few more things. What do you know about the banishment you did to Thalia?
It was a banishment, and it sent her to another plane.
Can we get her back?
He shrugs.
Mm,
If theoretically, I don't know how this whole banishment thing works, but theoretically, if we somehow got to their plane of existence and did the banishment again, would it send them to a different plane?
I don't think it would even require that, honestly. I think we could plane shift and go get them.
hey, Delta.
Hey, KR.
Can I roll to see what Merritt knows about banishment, like, as a spell?
You can.
Okay, because
Roll Arcana.
I realized something that Merritt might know. That's kind of integral to this. Okay.
I mean, obviously, you've heard of sending people away and the identity of different planes and creating planes, and there's a lot of things you don't know about this picture for concrete. You don't know the details of the spell.
Reverence looks between Merritt, Noah, Adelaide, and Penn and says, anything else?
Hmm.
Did the crystal help him maintain the spell over Adelaide for so long? It was an awful powerful spell to keep, as long as it was.
Me interrogating this man. What level are you? What's your class?
Well, I think we've determined that one.
Are you going to ask this, Reverence? Because he won't answer.
Yeah,
So
she
just
repeats it.
Okay. He says, possibly, but I think Adelaide just maybe lacked it. And Adelaide says, ask him what he thinks he's gonna sound like when he dies.
Oh, I'm sure we'll all find out in just a quick moment. That's
I
all
do
I
have
want
a
from this
question.
terrible man.
Are you afraid to die, Mallard?
No.
You should be.
Ask him if he has any plans to come back.
I don't think he gets to make decisions like that. But, do you have any plans or way to come back after we kill you?
I've already been killed once, and I'm pretty sure I was dead.
That's what I thought. Well,
Or, sorry, let me rephrase that. Does someone else have plans for you after you die?
Now, how could I possibly know that, Noah?
And like you said, you like to, collaborate.
Oh, I'm sure someone will take his soul. Eat it, drown it, burn it, something.
What a lovely man.
very well.
One last thing. Not,
Go ahead.
uh, Reverence, ask him if, with Thalgorn, if there was anybody else of importance with him, and if no names in general, what they looked like.
Who was in allegiance with Thalgorn that you know of?
Keep asking me for names. I don't know how many times I've got to tell you.
What did they look like? Did you see them?
People? I didn't study them. It was several years ago.
She looks back at Noah, kind of shrugs a little bit.
Noah also shrugs because he's like, yeah. Sadly, I get that. Well then, I suppose that's it.
This time, and I finally get to meet my maker.
Yeah. And Noah, like, cuts the rope just real quick with his claws, or at least tries to, and just beams right at Adelaide.
He kind of stumbles to the ground for a second, and
Reverence, sorry to interrupt, but she releases the geese. So that, he's fully in charge of his faculties as he dies.
Sorry, it's just really funny.
Yeah, she releases the geese. Bitch!
She releases the geese.
Watch the fuck out!
Who
Anyway.
let the geese out?
Reverence did.
You know exactly who to blame.
The gay ass. The gay ass.
Yes. Code Geass.
he sort of, I don't think he even tries to cover himself at this point. I don't think he gives a shit. So he's just standing there naked, and he looks up at Adelaide
Doesn't deserve
and
clothes.
sort of spreads his arm out and says, "Well," and Adelaide sort of looks at him for a few moments before standing up themselves and brushing themselves off of the dirt and says, "Better start running." And Mallard sort of looks at them for a few moments before just kind of very casually strolling away. And you all watch him just walk into the woods.
He can still summon his weapon, but he has no armor. Merritt does crack up a little bit, like a cruel
Noah
amusement way.
Noah chuckles and says to Adelaide, "So, how long you gonna give him?"
I want it to be at least fun.
I can respect that. That he just has this fucking just a smile on his face.
Reverence says, we need to move camp. Come find us when you're done.
They nod.
I really do want to witness this man die, though. So, I'm just, I'll try to meet you there. And he fucking turns around and starts going the direction Mallard went.
Reverence shrugs.
Well,
She goes over to these two and says, let's find a better place to be, shall we?
and quickly.
Okay. I think Adelaide just stands there and doesn't even really watch him walk away. Noah, you have to sprint to catch up a little bit, but Mallard is just walking away. I don't know if you want to even really walk with him so much as just watch him from a distance as he walks.
Oh, he's going to or keep his distance, and he'll get around when he sees someone coming towards him.
Yeah. The rest of you pack up whatever you have around you and head out into a new direction. I assume you have Lilith with you.
Yeah, Lilith, as Noah like walked away, she looked kind of confusingly towards him, but he didn't give her any signal or nothing. She just stuck with the party.
Yeah.
Oh. Just like, oh wait, but I'm supposed to stay with Merritt still? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Merritt pats her as he realizes she's confused.
Baby.
Yeah, kiss her. Oh, goodbye. Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye.
So,
Shit.
bye. um, you all start trekking through the woods. Noah, you watch Mallard walk for a significant distance, and then just kind of like out of the blue, he just starts booking it. Like, there's not really somewhere where he could probably run, but he's running. Full sprint. And I think probably even you're flying to keep up with him.
Oh yeah. If there's room in between the trees and stuff for Noah to fly, then
Yeah, and like if he notices you, he hasn't said anything or
Yeah.
given any indication that he knows you're there.
Mhm.
And you follow him for like a good 20 minutes. And you get way out there, like just real far from the city. And then he sort of stops to like take a break, and he drinks from a stream. And splashes cold water on his face, and just like out of the blue, Adelaide just kind of rushes through the forest at him.
I would like to think as he goes to the stream, Noah also goes to the stream. Just like not right next to him, but just literally across the stream from him. And it just starts drinking from it too. He goes, "So how are things?"
And then gone.
And then,
Just fucking out of nowhere.
Adelaide literally like leaps out of the woods over you and just like tackles him, and he gets a few screams out and he's dead.
Good.
Sexy.
Adelaide doesn't eat him at all, but they do just like paper shred him.
Good.
Noah he had his rations and shit like in a little pouch. He grabbed that pouch as soon as Adelaide jumped over him, and he's eating that shit like fucking popcorn right now watching this.
Yeah, it's kind of just like over within a few like minutes,
Yeah.
and Adelaide stands up and they are like covered in blood. And Mallard is really just sort of a blood stain on the ground.
Good.
And
His bones again.
His bones again.
he's got new bones, and they're here.
There.
And Adelaide just kind of casually kicks all of his pieces into the river, and you watch them float down. And then, continue.
Oh, as like Adelaide stands up from this massacre, this great show, Noah is eating on his rations and is just going. No! What a show! You did wonderful, Adelaide. Do you feel good?
They give you a look like, shut up.
He kind of puts up his hand and goes, noted. I'll just keep. Okay.
Awkwardly flies
Nom
away.
nom nom nom. No, he just sits there and noms.
Adelaide sort of they're like breathing really heavy and then just kind of steps into the river and blood just kind of like seeps off of them down the stream and they just cross the river back over to you and make no attempt to clean themselves up and just look at you and they say, do you need help finding the others?
I mean, I'll probably be all right. That being said, you did let him go a lot further than I expected you to. He goes, actually, 1 second. And he pulls out his smart stone and calls reverence.
Reverence lets it ring for a second. And then
You asshole.
she's like that, and she picks up. Hello.
Hey, so where are you guys?
If you
right
ask
now?
me, how the fuck do you think I'm going to tell you where we're in the woods, Noah?
Just
Oh, landmarks, trees, Noah.
the tree right in front of you. Give me a detailed description of that tree.
Noah. She
Yes.
gets her face right up to the stone. It's a tree.
It's a tree.
In the
Goes-
distance of the phone, Merrick goes, do I need to fly myself up so he has a different landmark?
No, let him suffer.
As soon as she says it's a tree, he goes, noted. I'll find y'all. And he hangs up. And he goes to Adelaide and says, you know, I probably should accept your help, but I'll find them. I don't want to burden you.
They give you a look before shrugging. Fine. And then they just run off into the woods.
Have a good time.
Hang on.
Noah puts away what little rations he has left, his little pouch. Washes his hands in the stream, drinks a little, gets refreshed, gets juiced up.
So,
And,
like, upstream from the blood mess.
Yeah. Doesn't want to get the blood mess on him. Are there literally any remains of Mallard left? Or I guess, even if not, he just kind of goes up to the blood stain and goes, well, Mallard, I hope you have a great time in the 9 Rings of Hell. And he just fucking flies off. And he just goes the direction that he came from and tries to find their old campsite.
Give me a survival.
Survival. There you go. Chaka.
You head back into the woods, and then you're like, God, I sure did travel for 20 minutes. So, number 1, it's gonna take 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back now, we're good, but I was just like, wait, does he have any advantages in woods?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite terrain?
Do you like
I
the
know-
woods, bitch?
I know
Do
there
I
was
like the
mountains.
woods? I know I have some.
Mountains and something. I don't know if you have more than that right now.
What the fuck? I so should have like asked Delta what settings this campaign would have been in before I did it, because I sure did do Arctic and Swamp, which we've never been in either one.
Good job.
Are we north enough for it to be Arctic?
I mean, if it was winter, I would give it to you.
Yeah, but you know,
But it's not.
Wait a
If
few
you were on the
months.
top of a mountain, if it was in the winter, I would let either of those go. Yeah.
yeah. But that is not the case. So
20
no.
minutes.
Yeah. And at the end of the 20 minutes, you are pretty tired because you've been flying for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And you get back to your campsite. Give me a perception check.
Oh,
Oh.
he sees.
As you are nearing the campsite, you see people still there, and for a moment you think, "Oh, why are my friends still here?" And then you realize they're not your friends. They are the guard, and they are inspecting where you and your friends had slept for the night.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh. I mean, I don't know how quick he can stop, but he tries to stop and goes up a tree. And about how far away do you think I am from the guards at this point?
With the perception so high, I would say you see them from a fair distance. So, you're not super in the danger zone.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have made you roll a stealth check as well.
Mm-hmm. He goes up into the treetops, and I guess it's just going to stay there long enough for to try and let the guards pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say you hide, and you watch the guards sort of scour through. I would barely call it a camp. You've really didn't do very much there, but you did set our fire, so there is the remains of a fire, and as well as several imprints from people being there at least.
I don't think we cleared off the ropes. We might have. I don't know.
They
That's fine.
inspect everything pretty thoroughly before there's about 4 or 5 of them, and they split in 3 directions.
Question: are any horses with them?
No, they're on foot.
They're on foot. Okay, cool.
Horses couldn't really go through this terrain.
Yeah. All right. So are they split off from the camp now, at least?
Yeah, they're going in different directions, assumedly to look for your friends.
Yeah. He tries to make his way back to the camp. I don't know if a guard has started heading his direction or not, but yeah, he tries to get to the camp.
Give me a stealth check.
He's so high up in the sky.
Yeah, but he's literally going to the place where they are all leaving and are highly suspicious of.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You head over there, and you're definitely not very quiet about it. I'd say you're trying to fly in the treetops, and like you keep like whacking a branch or like making a twig snap and fall, um, which does get some of their attention. But you manage to hide up in one of the trees near the camp, and they are not immediately spotting you, but they are on guard.
Are they coming back to the camp, or does it seem like they're still just scanning the area?
They're not very far from the camp because they are looking for footprints in all directions.
Okay. Mm, let's see. Okay, no. He's gonna wait a bit of time before he comes down from the trees. Probably about like 10-15 minutes. But when he comes down to the campsite, the ground of it, he's gonna investigate footprints, but specifically hooves.
Um,
Or big bare feet.
He could have just called and asked which direction we went in, but okay, this works.
Well, if he talked, then well, they're probably further away.
could have just texted.
You
Just
right?
fucking texted.
I'm
But,
my
No,
mind
look
went to
for
calling.
hooves.
Make a survival check.
Look for some
Not
fucking
investigation?
hooves.
No, I guess investigation. Survival or investigation, whichever one you want.
Alright, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd say you find like some prints of Reverence and some of Lilith, who are the only like distinct ones. And I would say even then you're like, is this a deer print?
Yeah.
But you can't tell which direction they've gone.
Noah goes back up into the trees real quick and texts them. So, like, what direction did you go? Say we're looking right at where Mallard was tied up. Did you go behind? In front?
You know,
That's right.
you know about directions, Chance? No,
Yeah, I know about directions, but do our characters know? Like,
Definitely know about north, east, and west.
there's fucking trees. We can't see where the sun is.
Oh my
Do we have
God.
compasses? Do we just have natural instinct where what directions are?
Like,
I mean, some of them, yes. The
you
answer
can
is
fly into the sky.
Yeah, but not all of y'all can.
Merritt and Penn
I-
always know where north is.
we
I did
literally.
not know that.
Well, so we both have Wanderer, right?
We're basically compasses.
See, I didn't know that.
We don't. I don't think we always know where north is, but we always have a great sense of geography, which does require.
I would say at any
Sense of
given
direction.
point, you could find the direction of north if
Yeah.
wanted. Also,
Merritt
there are
definitely
other ways to
has
find north than the sun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Merritt
Reverend
definitely has those.
texts, "You're stupid," and then
Merritt
texts
texts the right
the
direction.
direction. Okay, Merritt texts the right direction.
Yeah, I like to think you Reverend's text
Just group
are
texting.
stupid, and then Merritt does the thing, and then right after Reverend sends it, like she was mid-type when he sent it. That whole thing. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't actually have the direction on hand, but
I don't
Merritt
know.
does.
Whatever fucking direction we went in.
Oh my god.
I would say northeast direction.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
He could have said anything, and you would have been like, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
Well, south is the town, and west is the way Mallard went.
You went west. Fuck. Okay, that sounds. Yeah, I think so.
You guys went about northwest.
Fuck, dude. Whatever you say.
Okay, well, he flies up like above the treetops now. He's not in them, but he's like above them. Sees the sun, because at this point that's the only way he knows how to tell. And fucking goes the direction
Okay.
that.
Also, I just want to say, wherever we settled camp now, whenever we settled down, Merritt started helping with Reverence's hair. Just making sure it's dry, and then if it is, yeah, just sort of braiding it back.
Do you think dragons can see magnets like birds can?
What's the magnet?
What?
Birds can see the
Magnet.
magnetic force of the earth.
Magnetic lines.
What's a
I'm gonna
magnet?
say no, because I don't think lizards can.
I love lizards.
You probably can see, like, kind of infrared, though.
Huh. Interesting. So he does have special eyes.
Just like a little bit. You are half dragon.
Just a little bit, though.
I'm gonna say that's part of how dragons have blind sight.
I think Noah can see exactly 3 more colors than the rest of us.
Probably.
But he's never taught
Noah-
names for them.
Noah acquired just only a small amount of the dragon sauce from his mom.
Or I guess he has names for them, but they're in Draconic. Oh my god.
You guys have never heard of.
Or Daku. Oh. Anywho.
So yeah.
So fuck, I guess he just flies for
If it
Wow.
takes long enough after he asked what direction, Merritt does actually fly up and just sort of like lounges in a treetop.
Let me, you guys find a camp in the 40 minutes. I'm positive. That's a pretty decent distance. Or at least you're still walking in the direction. I don't know. But, Adelaide catches up with you not very far from that 20-minute mark.
Okay.
And they are drenched in blood, and the first thing they will say when they arrive is, Noah didn't want to come back with me.
He's stupid.
A little.
Just in case you hadn't learned that at this point, he's stupid.
Yeah, he's a hunter in his own right. He'll find his way back, I'm sure.
I hope he gets lost in the woods.
Merritt frowns at you.
You know I don't mean that. Don't look at me like that.
I will.
Reverence puts her hand over your eyes, so you can't look at her like that.
His frown gets deeper, and then he stops and like hands your hand away. Doesn't matter that much, but yeah, well, I'm mostly fine. And if it's not, I'll just sort of flag him down, maybe. For a little bit, I can fly as well. Yeah, that went well. And Merritt just sort of points at the blood.
They just, nod and do not say anything else on it.
Merritt nods in return. And, goes, so, while I'm considering it also, the town has no fixed leader anymore. No tyrant nor tyranny or so on and so forth. As far as we're aware, yes?
There aren't. I mean, no. But there are still people who are more than willing to follow him.
Okay. I'd wondered if there's any way the town would be safe still, but if they're still loyalists, I highly doubt it.
It's just a matter of cleaning things up.
That's true. I considered it because there's not many nearby cities that I can recall. There's very little else where we could try to learn more about magic without causing more time loss. But we need to figure out some sort of way to get Thalia and her sister out of the ethereal plane, which I'm still not quite sure how to do. If there were any other magic resources in town, perhaps, but even that I'm not sure of.
So, Delta,
Siren.
when I use Blink, approximately how long do I stay?
Like 6 seconds.
So okay, so
Well, yeah. 6 seconds, depending on what you roll.
I don't know what you
Yes.
asked. You cut out a bunch for me.
I asked
About
how
Blink.
long I stay in the plane I blink to, the ethereal plane.
It's like a minute in total, I think. But you do
But-
blink back and forth.
But I stay in there for my turn.
Yes.
Sometimes
Sometimes.
you have to roll each time.
Hold on.
Just cast the spell blink. Let me look at it.
Let us look at it.
Hold on, I'm pressing buttons. Okay, so if I go there, then I can be in there for a bit, depending on
At
what
the start
minutes.
of your next turn, when the spell ends, if you are on the ethereal plane. Yeah, so you can start and end your turn in the ethereal plane.
So, in theory, I could complete an action while in the ethereal plane.
No. No, you go to the ethereal plane at the end of your turn, and then at the start of your next turn, you go back.
But
That's
I
when
got
the
to.
spell ends.
I talked to them in there, though.
That's when the spell ends. If you are on the ethereal plane, you come back.
At the start of your next turn, and when the spell ends. If you're on the ethereal plane, you return to an
Spell
unoccupied.
ends.
Okay, so at the end
You
of
are
every
on-
turn,
if you are then.
It's at the end of your turn, you can go to the ethereal plane, and at the start of your next turn, you come back. So I don't think you get to take any actions there.
you're blinking away from the action of battle or etc.
Bye.
I think I'm good. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, the point is, if somebody can get. I have banishment, and if I banish them while I'm in the ethereal plane, I can banish them back to here. But I have to do
Banishment
that
is
without
not a
getting
guarantee.
banished. Whatever, I can try.
No, listen. The spell banishment doesn't guarantee you will come back to this plane and it doesn't guarantee that they will come back to that plane.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's like any plane.
If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise returning to its home plane.
If the target is native to a different plane than the one you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think you can take any actions in the ethereal plane.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in your downtime.
Like, you can't take actions. But if forget Blink, fuck Blink. We're not talking about Blink anymore.
Okay. You could banish them back.
I can banish them back if I can get to the ethereal plane without being banished there myself.
Yeah.
Can I banish myself? I can see me.
Hold on.
By the way, I'd just like to add why I wondered about what Merritt knows about this spell. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space. Unless they're native to a different plane. So that had to be some kick-ass banishment for them to still be there. But Merritt doesn't know that.
You could banish yourself, but you might not end up at the ethereal plane. And you would be alone on whatever harmless demiplane you're on.
No, I meant if I could banish myself back from the ethereal plane.
Oh, okay.
Because if we can figure out how to get me there, I can banish 3 times. So I can banish Thalia, I can banish her sister, and then I can banish myself back. But first I gotta get there.
Yeah, you could do that.
But first I gotta get there.
Okay. So we figured out how to get them back. Now we just gotta figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because banishing me doesn't guarantee that I'm gonna go there. Like Delta just said.
I'm not sure I'm liking this plan.
Well, do you have anything better, KR?
No, but we have
That's what I
other
thought.
sort of resources
Um,
also, probably.
I think you should also consider the home plane part for all 3 members.
Yeah.
I wasn't born in hell.
I never said you were.
Was
Are you
Thalia
saying-
born in hell?
I'm just saying there's possibilities that any of you could not be from this plane.
Oh, yeah. You know what,
confirmed
if you
Thalia's
banish-
from hell.
No, but I also just realized if you banish Merritt, his home plane is actually the plane world. Technically.
Yeah, just be gone, Dot.
You could literally be gone without him. Anyway,
Like, you do not know for positive that Thalia is from this plane, nor her sister.
that could also explain things. Because if they were native to this one, they would have come back.
Does anyone else have a better plan?
Well, of course not.
Benji, you're smart.
I'm smart, but I also don't have any spells at this level for this sort of thing.
So we just gotta go grind and level up.
Hey, Delta, did we happen to level through killing
feel
Mallard
like we
twice?
should have leveled.
Hey,
I feel like we should have leveled.
We killed him
Uh-huh.
twice.
we killed him once.
I would
and then
say we are
helped kill
not
him
done
again.
yet with the action.
Dang it.
Probably after, like, depending on how this ends in a few minutes or half an hour or whenever we end this session, I'll think about it. If we were at a, like, solid point in the plot, then I will give you that level up.
I think we should level
But we're still in the action!
up.
He only just now died!
He died like 2
He
sessions
died
ago.
before,
Yeah, but he was still alive.
but he wasn't. He was dead. We undyed him.
Look,
I'm
we're.
just saying. I'm just saying.
But at the same time, we're realistically not fucking here in the middle of the session. That's not gonna know.
No, that's not the no. The point is, I don't know what the point is. Just fucking.
The point
I'm
is, you
doing-
level up when I give you a level up. What's the next question?
I don't know. I'm doing my best, and nobody else has any ideas. But they're telling me my idea is bad.
If we can call Peric and wait for 2 months for them to get here.
Might as well call
They don't have a
Rizlan while we're at it.
smartphone. Hey, Rizlan, we lost Thalia in the ethereal plane.
Also,
Rizlan, how do we
like,
fix it?
like, I love Peric to death, but I'm pretty sure their whole thing is just to make things go boom.
They can plan a shit.
They
They
plane
can't-
shift before.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how you got to the Feywild.
Oh, wait.
Out of the Emperor's room, you all plane shifted.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Okay.
Shan.
Okay, you
We
banish
all play
Merit.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Look, when
Y'all
I
held
was
hands.
thinking,
It was very
yeah.
poetic.
Oh,
and then-
I remember now because we
when
were
you all
probably
died.
pretty sure we died. No, when I was thinking of the Feywilds before, I was thinking of the big tree portal that we
The
all
hunt,
did as
yeah.
the hunt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, we've been there a couple times. Benji, what were you gonna say?
Okay, you banish Merit. He asks his mom for help again.
No, bad plan.
I mean, that's a good
bet
plan
you
if we want
asked her
strings
about the
attached.
ethereal plane.
I'm
I
taking other suggestions.
There are things Merrick can ask of Fae. He just can't ask them to do things.
Otherwise, there
That's-
needs to be something in return. No.
Yes.
Yeah, but then you have to figure out how to get back.
Well, here from the Rosewoods might not take a whole 2 months. Well, no, actually, I realize it's on the other side. It's north, but it's on the other side. And then there's, the curse, which Merit is not protected from either. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do anything. Sorry, guys. Peric's
Still ask
my only
someone
idea.
else.
Nobody's got magic up here.
Yeah.
This is a magic-free zone.
We can legitimately try and ask Rizlan something. We can.
Could use
Asking-
your phone to DM.
Yeah, like I don't want to ask
Kind of what
Rizlan
it
because
is.
that's just fucking asking Delta. Hey, how do we solve the puzzle you gave us? We're too stupid.
I mean, that's the same thing with Peric, too. This is the problem with asking any NPC. We're just asking Delta.
It's we're crying little babies and we're saying Delta, fix it.
I mean, if you call Rizlan, he will give you a Rizlan answer, which is not a Delta answer, because if it was from Delta, Delta would tell you what to do. Because Delta has at least 7 ways to solve this.
Reverence
And-
calls Rizlan. Listen, I don't get plane shift till I have level 7 spells.
Yeah, it's so long from now.
Okay, you call Rizlan.
Ring, ring.
I guess during this is when.
He is not on speakerphone.
Ring.
Hello.
Okay, anyway.
Rizlan!
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
He's probably asleep right now, right?
Yeah, he's.
It's morning
he's,
here.
It's like. It's not like a great time.
Reverence
Oh.
doesn't have any concept of time, and time changes.
He says, I'm fine. How are you? I'm glad you're alive.
Oh yeah, I'm alive. I told you that, didn't I?
Yes, but that was 1 day ago.
Right. I didn't die
Hmm.
yet.
Yeah. Don't add the yet.
Well, when you hear, listen. So don't be mad. But Thalia is trapped in the ethereal plane.
Is it by your doing?
No! No! I didn't do it.
Then why would I be mad?
I don't know, because we let her, you know.
Get trapped in the ethereal plane.
Yeah, that's kind of on us. Maybe? The guy who did it was very strong until we turned him into a halfling.
What?
We killed him and then brought him back, and he was a halfling and he was naked, and then we killed him again.
It is.
It was very fun. I did some cool stuff. You're missing a lot of me doing some cool stuff.
I'm so sorry.
Do you know how to get Thalia out? None of us can plane shift.
Of the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Isn't Merritt like a fae? Doesn't he know anything?
I don't think so.
They're just braiding brushing Reverence's hair behind her as she's talking to her Ruslan.
Yeah, this is very cute, very slumber party.
Ruslan sort of groans and then says, "Is there any magic users near you?"
Well, I
Obviously
am one.
not you. I mean other people who perhaps could open a portal to another plane of existence.
Not that we know of. We are still in the bad place. We're hiding in the woods right now. This second.
How can she wait?
Reverence takes the phone away and looks at Adelaide and says, "Can she wait?"
Can your girlfriend wait?
I feel like I might have already tried to roll for this some point before, but can I think of if I've ever heard any other planes having penalties when you go to them? Probably not, but worth asking.
I mean, you can think about the Feywilds.
Yeah, that sucks.
No, like, I'll let you roll if the Feywild does a penalty.
What? I think we figured that one out, but
Yeah, no, we know about that one, I think.
that one, bud.
Then I think you have your answer.
That's the whole point. We fucking made a deal for basically bargaining our souls in a weird
but I
way.
meant- yeah, Mer just doesn't know shit about the ethereal plane at all. He knows that it exists, and that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
He only knows about his home plane, and that's valid.
My dumbass bastard. Anyway.
Adelaide kind of just shrugs at you and, like, frowns, like, what kind of question is that?
I've been given a shrug as an answer.
Okay, well, I can... My hands are a bit tied right now, Reference.
Well, I wasn't asking you to come. I'm just asking you for ideas.
I could talk with Margray and get back to you on this sort of thing. Planes aren't exactly my forte.
You
But
mean
I
you
could-
don't just know everything?
I didn't say that, but I
Oh,
could
you
get
did.
you an
You
answer.
kind of said that.
Do you want me to hang up?
No, I like talking to you.
I like it too. I can talk to Margray,
Mm-hmm.
And- she can talk to someone who's smarter than her, and then and then we can get an answer, and I can telephone game this to you.
That sounds fantastic.
It just might take a while. Telestone this game to you.
Yeah, I said, what's a telephone? Telestone. Anyway, proceed.
How? I don't want to keep living in the woods, but I suppose we can.
There are other cities up there.
Hmm. I guess.
Or you could keep living in the woods.
Hmm. I'll have to confer with the group on that one. All right. Well, I guess this works. Can I do I know anything about leaving her in the ethereal plane?
Do you know anything about planes?
No.
And the answer is no.
I know things about God.
I know things about God.
He's on a plane.
Very tearfully, I know things about God.
Yeah, but he's on a different plane, so I will say no.
Morgan goes, well, it's kind of all we've got, so that would be much appreciated. And maybe we'll go live in a city and not the woods for a while.
Well, I will get back to you when I have new information.
Thank you. We would be lost without you. We're hopeless.
Stay safe, dear.
I will do my best. You as well.
I try.
Y'all can't see the stupid face I'm making, but I think you can probably hear it.
Yeah, in the silence.
Cool.
Goodbye. Good night.
Good morning.
Good night.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I love you.
I love you too.
Beep.
Aww.
Yeah. He's gone. Goodbye, Ruslan.
Bleh. I love it when we get to talk to Rizlan.
And you were complaining that it was phone a DM.
I mean, it still is, but also
Well,
I get the
like Delta even said, it's from Rizlan's perspective as a character, so it's not really phoning the DM.
It feels like it, but not enough for me to not have done it.
Anywho, what's Noah's situation? Is he
Yeah, what's the timer
is he
right about
coming
now?
back? Is he just flying right over them? What's the deal?
I mean, with Merritt flying over the treetops, I say you find them with an
Yeah,
amount
like-
of time. It's probably like into the afternoon, an amount. But you do find them.
Yeah, after like 20 some odd minutes, like after he texts, like, what direction did y'all go? Merritt just like goes up.
Yeah.
Just sort of waits. Uses his hat like as a, when you wave, or in old times when they'd wave their hats at ships or things. Merritt does
Mhm.
that, but Noah.
And as soon as Noah sees this, starts waving, and like you can you can slightly just vaguely hear him. Hey man!
Stop screaming. Idiot.
He is dumb.
We just found a new hiding spot.
God, stupid.
But yeah,
And then-
he makes it back
and then they- yeah,
moderately
both-
quietly.
Great.
Alright, well, after trying to figure out what more to do about Thalia, we've come up with nothing except asking Rizlan, and Rizlan will ask Margrey, and Margrey will ask someone else. And then we'll hear something back.
So basically, trying to get information from someone who's way smarter than us, which is probably much more viable than us trying to come up with a half-baked plan.
Essentially.
Also, I should note that on my way back, there were some guards that were at our old campsite, so it's a good thing we moved. But they split up, and what are you doing, Mogwai? What is happening? Okay. Anyways, I was hearing some banging. Where was I? Oh yeah, and they split up. So might want to keep an eye out.
Wonderful. Yeah, there's still some loyalists of some sort in the city. So they will keep hunting Mallard's murderers for whatever it's worth, apparently. I don't know if we could try to convince the rest of the city otherwise, or if it's even worth doing right now.
Yeah, I'd say we have a lot of things that we probably should take care of, but I'd say we need to get our priorities straight. One thing definitely needs to go first is Thalia. So, yeah, but since you said Rizlan was having to go through a few people, that may take some time. So for right now, what do? Just wait? Or we try to figure out what to do with one of our other situations?
Could try that. Do we know what the closest city at all is? I don't think between the four of us alone, not really. But
I mean, currently
Adelaide?
you're deep in the woods.
oh yeah,
Adelaide
yeah.
would know the local cities, but no matter what, you would probably take a bit of a trek, especially since you're so far from a road that you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Adelaide has been in that city for a long time.
yeah. I mean, if basically like if they had a ballpark at least, what the next local cities were, because we at least have a rough idea of how far from, Teapot that we were. But even if, which gives us, a rough idea of like, okay, maybe we're a few days out from here, a week out from here, or so on and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, they could give you a direction to go.
Okay.
Also, did we bring a map with us, or was that on Thalia?
Well, and Merritt like digs through his stuff and pulls out the world map and goes, "I did, but this isn't very helpful." And he shows you it. And it's just continents. It's not like the cities or anything.
Noah points to our continent and says, "So we're on that one."
Yeah, we're somewhere up here.
Yeah, we're a little further up, but other than that,
We're fucked.
yeah.
And then Merritt takes it and folds it back up and puts it back. He goes, "But if nothing else, we'll will take a little bit to get us completely lost, mostly. Do we keep moving and set up a different camp, or do we stay here for now? I guess is tonight's question.
I think since Noah shouted so much while heading this direction from where the guards were, maybe we should move.
I agree with Penn.
Maybe just a
And
little
fucking
bit.
looking directly at Noah.
He grins.
You're a fucking idiot. I just want to make sure you know.
He's kind of giving one of those nods, kind of your whole body, like nodding. He's going, yeah, I can vibe with that.
Great. I'm so glad you're proud of the fact that you've possibly given away our location and are making
I'm
us
not
move
proud
further.
of that, and I'm not really proud of being stupid either, but I do agree with you. I'm not the smartest cookie. Sharpest tool in the shed? Yeah, that one.
Reverence is pinching her for like the fucking bridge of her nose.
Now he gets joy from that.
Question it, buddy.
Wow. Come on, we can't keep making much more racket.
We're talking quietly.
Yeah, you all sort of start heading off in another direction. Do you ask Adelaide where the nearest city is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least for the reference, if we're not heading directly there.
There's a couple of smaller villages around. The nearest, like, big city would be, like, over a week's journey, but you could probably get to a village within a couple days.
Okay.
Within a day or two. And, you head east as per their direction to that village.
Okay.
Noah also asks, I can't remember the name of the town that Mallard gave us.
Clearwater.
Clearwater.
Clearwater, that's it.
I wrote it down.
Thank God. But yeah, Noah asks Adelaide how far out, or at least the general direction Clearwater is from Tiba to
Teapot.
Teapot.
It's like welcome to IHOB. Sorry, proceed.
Adelaide says it's on the coast, so Teapot is close, but it's not on the actual coast. It's connected by a river.
Mhm.
So it's like, I don't know, a week's journey to the west and a bit to the south.
Okay. Noted. Well, I guess they just keep chugging along and find a better place that he wasn't shouting in.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say you guys find another sort of clearing area that you can hidey hole in, and make up another little camp. Not really. I don't think you really set up any sort of camp, but just sort of like, oh, this is where we're here right now. Tamp down the grass. Tamp with your hooves.
As we do go through Merritt, he only does it infrequently, but like takes like little things like a flower or a leaf or something that like sticks in his mind for just because.
Okay.
Gathers them a bit. And then camp.
Question.
Shoot.
Like, Merritt hears plants, right? Or is
Uh-huh.
that just animals?
Yeah, here's
It's-
plants.
It's all, yeah.
He
Is
listens as
Merritt-
we tamp down the soft grass.
Also, when
Does
Merritt
Merritt
tries to
hear-
pick a flower,
Does he hear the scream of his brethren?
You
Yes.
just pulled that plant stick off.
okay, I just wanted clarification. Just need that.
Every single plant
That
does
image.
go, my dick!
Merritt's life for 30 plus years.
I guess you do get used to it after a while.
It's not that every single time, but it is something. But yeah. As he does that, and then camp, I guess quotation marks, is set up. Merritt goes, I'm thinking ask some sort of questions, but I'm not sure if it's going to work, and I can only hope I'm going to stay put, I suppose. I want to try to set something up, and everyone just sort of worry until I maybe seem like I've. Maybe that'll be clearer. As I just disappear.
I'm sorry, I was literally thinking about, wow, this is really intense and kind of freaking me out for what's going on, and then just suddenly.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah,
sorry.
I was
It was
thinking the
just-
same thing. I was like, man, this
The
fucking
music was
this
too intense, I had to change it.
This music has been so intense for so long. When is this gonna? Oh,
Best to our second.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I mean, we might still
everyone was
need
just on the same page of man. This intense music has been going on for so long.
It was, but I was into it, but also afraid of it for what I was leading into.
I didn't like it.
That's fair.
It wasn't the right atmosphere for right now.
But I mean, it may yet be. Maybe not that intense, but like a little.
That was really intense, man.
Also, I was
Yeah.
spacing out, so all I really heard was. And I was like, oh god, what's happening?
I'm sorry, continue, KR.
Merritt sort of like sets out a specific space, and then places all the little things he collected around, including he has some like fairy plants that he'd picked earlier or much earlier, to make into something, and those that he hasn't already made into something he places down as well, and the small arcane crystal from Seko, hoping that will help with its power, sort of like in this circle that he feels is right and accurate and so on, and sits in it, summons the devil's tongue, says like I was about to say a prayer in Sylvan, but prayer isn't quite right, but some sort of words in Sylvan.
An
Old
incantation.
archaic. Yes, exactly. And focuses tries to feel the heartbeat and the brand sitting just above it. He's going to try to think and see if he can commune with Kalon
Okay.
without disappearing.
Um.
And I tried to say, like, hey, friends, watch me, make sure I'm good. This because this may go bad.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I assume no advantage. Okay. Fuck!
Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead.
Bye. See you never.
It was a 10!
That 9 ain't gonna save you from knowing that one.
No, it isn't! Motherfucker!
Well, we're losing a party member.
You sit in the ring and start this sort of ritual to speak with your patron. And for a moment, the symbol on your chest glows, and then it fades, and all of the flowers around you wilt.
When I open my eyes, nothing else shifts?
Yeah.
The gym sitting there, it still looks fine, but it's still just like nothing. Look confused for a moment, and then like this very deep sort of like not quite sadness, concern goes on his face, and his shoulders just like sort of sag down. Just his whole physicality just turns very timid and scared and sad.
I think you're in trouble.
He disappears the devil's tongue. And then, like, just sort of very carefully picks up the now drained arcane crystal and goes, yeah.
No goes, so that wasn't supposed to happen?
No.
Oh.
I the hope was, well, you shared some, I'll share some in return. My magic is not wholly my own. It was taught, it was given, patroned. An archfey that I bargained with. I wondered if he could answer some questions about the ethereal plane. But he's not here. I mean, it's just looking very sadly at the crystal.
I don't guess he was. They were. Sorry, not he. They. Because he doesn't know.
I mean, didn't say. I think he wasn't
okay.
here today.
Okay,
Whatever.
yeah. He goes, well, I wouldn't guess he was very happy, considering I don't think things are supposed to die around you.
No.
If And he also took the magic juice out of that, apparently. So Noah kind of shrugs. Good luck. Also, if he's some sort of higher power that you say gave you power or taught you or whatever paid,
Control.
huh?
Power is only as good as the control you have in wielding it.
Mm,
It wasn't. He taught me how to control it,
I see.
but he may have pulled something very terribly brash in drinking that overflow. Even with my
No shit. That was reverence.
Also, I appreciate you
wait for
sharing.
Ruslan then.
I appreciate
just
you
like-
sharing with
like-
us. But like,
Mary, like quickly like gets up and starts picking up all the flowers and just sort of like Crystal is like very pressed tight in his other fist and just he's walking fast like it's fine.
it's fine.
Clearly
It's
hit in
fine.
panic.
It's okay. But Noah goes, would he have wanted you to share? Or to communicate with you? Could that have maybe pissed him off? I don't know anything about him, but
We're fine, last I heard, except that was before Seko.
hmm.
When I had gone missing those months before winter, that was the last I had talked to him. Fully. I'll deal with it later.
Okay. Well, like you said, I guess we just wait on Rizlan.
Merrick just nods. His expression more controlled, but still in a frown, which in and of itself is a bit disconcerting for, Merritt's expression.
Yeah.
Shifts then.
Also, just like small side note, do I have an approximation about how many guards were patrolling? Or at least
were-
that patrol.
What do you mean patrol?
The ones I ran into, about how many guards were there, if I have a general estimation.
You saw like 5.
Okay. Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily mean there's not more.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess you all get ready to spend the night here. And I think we'll end it there, and we'll pick up the shifts next time because it's late.
Yeah.
You know.
There's 2 things I considered, and I was like, I can put off one for the other. This one looks like it'll be quicker, so let's do this, and then maybe next time we can pick up on that other one. I was right to do that, but oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
Calm's not so happy.
Even if it's not what I think it is, Merritt's worried that's what it is. So Yumi very nervously drinking water. We're fine. It's fine.
Also, like, I know I'm gonna get exhaustion from this, but in considering the situation and what he knows about now, he probably won't sleep just because he can't.
That's fair.
Because his mind is running like 1,000 miles a minute. Considering a guy he thought he did, you know, a guy he thought was dead is now alive. So,
Yeah.
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 We will pick up on shifts because there are things to talk about.
Yeah.
But it's 3 right now. We can't. We've done enough.
God, these past few sessions have just been a lot of talking.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of combat too. So
Yeah.
A lot to talk about.
A lot of things to just unpack.
Yeah. We're not done.
Yep.